Alright, welcome back guys. Just had a short break there while we attended to our cameraman's crashing game situation. We are in the STV, we are waiting. Right now there are 5 players from Lost in Translation here, and 2 players from Classic Mixup. Rest are on their way, they are flooding in. And maybe we have the biggest match of today, maybe it'll be the best match of today, but we'll have to wait and see what the grand finals can bring up. This is Lost in Translation versus Classic Mixup. I'm DJC, we have our good buddy Bloodsire here. This is the Team Fortress TV ZOWIE Invitational. Thanks to our sponsor ZOWIE. They're providing some ZOWIE FKs, 6 of them, and 6 ZOWIE GTF roughs as the prize for today. You guys can check them out on Facebook. Their name there is ZOWIE Gear. On Twitter, also ZOWIE Gear. And their website, I believe, is just ZOWIEgear.com. I believe you can find all of those links in the info section on our stream as well. Make sure you guys, if you like this tournament, if you want to see some more of this Tftv ZOWIE collaboration, you go comment on their Facebook, you tweet at them, you email them, you do whatever you can to let them know that you guys are happy with this, that you want to see more, that you had a good time today, that you liked what you saw. What do you have to say about us, Bloodsire?
Yeah, well, we are in the lower bracket finals. Like you said, it's going to be a great matchup. We are slowly dwindling away the teams. Another one bites the dust. Just our 6 cuties go the way of the dodo. Now we're going to see whether Mixup or Lit will advance to play it in the grand final. Like you said, a matchup of 2 very good teams. You know, we had expected at the beginning of the tournament to see, I expected Lost in Translation, the Clockwork Dummy, Infused, Tagron, like, be the next team.
Robot has returned blood. Maybe you did something, maybe you opened something you shouldn't have, a stream or whatever, but you roboted out a little bit there, so I'll take it away while you try and work on that. Yeah, this should be a great match. It's a pug team versus a real team, but they've played together a bit, have Lost in Translation. These players all know each other, have known each other for a long time. 3 of them rather, play together on the Apocalypse Gaming Rinkuing with Rinku team in ESEA main right now, and then Alpha and Mela are teammates on Lost in Translation and Invite, so there is some chemistry at work. Alpha was on a team with Dummy and Clockwork back in the day on, what was that team name with Tyrone and Hero? It had like Tyrone, Dummy, Blaze, Hero, Clockwork.
It wasn't Bro?
Was it called Bro?
I don't know. Might have been Bro.
I feel like it had a different name. It was Don't Trip. Don't Trip. Thank you, Slyn and Dash, both telling me the answer. That was actually the first ever TFTV game we casted, was LG versus Don't Trip. December something of last year. Fun memories of that. But yeah, they've been playing together for a long time. They know how to play together. Wow, the chat also freaking out about Don't Trip. Unfortunately, you guys are too far behind for me to have seen it before Slyn informed me. But yeah, that was Don't Trip. That was a cool team, fun guy. So we're gonna see this match, and it's gonna be on Badlands. This is a best of 1, I believe, still, and only the grand finals will be a best of 3. This is one and done here for these 2 teams. One of them is gonna win some mouse pads or some mice, and one of them is gonna get to not win those, and they're gonna go home.
It's a really, really well-designed tournament to have the final map of this lower bracket be on Badlands, classic Badlands. It is the dust to our Team Fortress, and it's good to see the teams end things here.
Yeah, it's always nice to see like the staple map be the finale, or at least like the penultimate finale here. It'll be a real test, because no matter like if these are pug teams, if these are real teams, if they've scrimmed 1,000 times, if they've scrimmed 10, it's going to be a map that everyone knows. Like, you can, if you've played TF2 for more than a year competitively, you know Badlands well enough that you could probably be thrown in any team and play it. It seems like at ESEA lands, at other events we've always had, Badlands matches are always the best. Always the most interesting, you know? There's, like, always the most air shots, the most clutch plays. We've seen Harblue go crazy with some Surfs and some Uber Saws on this map before. We've seen Banny get 6Ks several times defending last. And we've seen people from Mixup go crazy on land. Platinum had a few insane Badlands up against Banny on demo before. So I'm really excited for what this match is going to hold for us, Blood.
Yeah, it's a map very conducive to a lot of different play styles. A lot of different classes can find use on this map. A lot of different height differentials. You can see that second point is a Spire, so it's air shot central. Just reload your rocket launcher, sit up there, go for the frag vid all day. Middle's fun for every class. But the way the meta has turned out, it's very chaotic, and we can expect those bombs, we can expect the Valley play, maybe a crit here and there. I'm excited to see what these teams can pull out of the bag to best the other, as we are waiting for... Who are we waiting for on the Mixup side? It looks like... Platinum?
TLR is who is not here at the moment.
TLR, correct. As
Wriggle in chat pointed out, Badlands was the map where quad air shot on an Ubered thing happened. Seabear, classic caster. Seabear has said he's going to come back eventually and let us know what was going on. He's been gone for a while, but hopefully he'll be back. Maybe he'll cast a little bit of land. Maybe he'll do something for you guys. We'll see. Don't worry too much just because Fully Charged is gone. Seabear will return one day. He never stays away for too long. He loves the TF2 community a little bit too much.
Yeah, while we wait, I'd like to throw a thanks out to Tragic Servers. And a reminder to you guys that Tragic Servers are running a promotion today. You'll get 10% off all VPS. Just got to use the code 10VPS, and then you'll get 15% off of all 16 slots. You just use TFTV 15 for that. Thanks to Tragic for these servers. Of course, thank you to ZOWIE, our main sponsor here, providing us with the prizes for today's stream. And a shout out to TFTV for hosting the whole thing.
Yeah, thanks Enigma. Well, we're just waiting for TLR. We've kind of talked ourselves dry at this point. You guys, we've talked about the teams, talked about the matchups, talked a bit about the map. There's not really a whole lot more to say about it. I want to hear what you guys in chat think. Let's get some predictions. Lost in Translation versus Classic Mixup. Who do you think is going to win, chat? I'm just going to wait the 30 seconds for the chat to catch up to the actual things I said. 5-4 Mixup, 5-4 Mixup, 5-3 LIT. Lots of Mixup, but damn, the LIT support coming in droves. About 20 lines, people expecting LIT to win. I think LIT are probably more the fan favorite team because people really wanted to see Clockwork and Dummy play this season and were robbed of that chance by some unfortunate circumstances. So they're probably all rooting for LIT. I feel like you're probably rooting for LIT too, Blood. Down inside.
I don't know who I'm rooting for, but maybe a little bit more I'm leaning towards Lost in Translation. Since we're talking, or I'm talking, I might as well give you my prediction. And I'm actually going to say 5-4 Lost in Translation. I was very impressed with the way they played on that last Granary map. I think they might have figured a few things out. Of course, 6 Cuties are not the opponent that Mixup will be, but I think if Lost in Translation carry over their level of aggressiveness, that'll really meet the Mixup playstyle quite well. It might be enough to best them. And of course, it would be really cool to see Lost in Translation, who are a little bit the underdog here. Certainly, I'd say the underdog, actually. It would be cool to see them take it and head to the grand final. So I'm going to say 5-4 Lost in Translation.
I'm hoping, personally, for a 5-0. I want it to be... I just want to see a stomp, dude. I just want to see someone get rolled over. I want a 5-0 LIT. Let's make it happen. I want to see Clockwork go like 72-3, dude. I
mean, a 5-0 would be nice for our throats.
Yeah.
So I would like to talk at some point during the rest of the week, so that would be good.
It's okay, though. Whatever happened, I think ultimately it's probably going to come down to, I'm going to say a 5-3 in favor of Mixup. I think that as interesting a team as LIT are, as good as they have played today, Mixup probably, as an experienced team that have played together, will have a little bit of an edge. You saw some, like, rust on the edges of LIT last time. You saw that their teamwork wasn't really there. And those are two things that Mixup have, maybe a little bit of rust for Mixup, but generally, their teamwork is going to stay no matter how little they play.
Yeah, one of the big things, that's a really good point, because one of the big things on Badlands is knowing exactly where your team is going to be on middle for each play that you run on the middle fight. And with this being more of a POG team, there's going to be a lot more questions from the individual players on Lost in Translation as to where exactly their teammates are going to be. There's going to be less trust in that sense from each player. So they're really going to have to either step their DM game up if they want to win those middle fights, because the reliability of each teammate might not be completely what you're going to see from Mixup. So I definitely would give Mixup the advantage in terms of that.
There was a request in chat that I think Dash can fulfill. Somebody wanted to see Mela's loadout. Pretty interesting one. If Dash has or could show that on cam, it'd be interesting. I have not seen two of these items he's wearing before in my life, the mask or the shoulder thing, as you hear my clicking delicately away on my keyboard. Yeah, very interesting. match this will be. I saw TLR just joined, so we should be going live here pretty soon. All 12 are in the server, Blood, and I feel like you can take away the first middle, buddy.
I would absolutely love to take away the first middle, should there be a first middle to take away. And I expect there will be. I just hope it'll be soon. Yes.
The problem when we do these big marathon casts, they're great. It's awesome to see so much TF2 played, so much good TF2, but man, the waiting is, I know it kills the viewers too. The viewers can really relate. You have to wait for 15 minutes at a time for pauses, for other things. It drags on when really we're all here to see some people shoot each other. We're going to see it now, Blood, so take it away, pal.
Absolutely. We are going to see the teams spun up in there. Spun, and I'm going to take a look, as we always do, at the demo man. Taking a look at Dummy right now. Seeing him with his loadout. Actually goes 4 HP on Dummy with a huge aggressive rollout, selling out for this demo man. He is going to just die, though, immediately.
And Mela timed out, so this is not a real middle, I believe.
And actually, I crashed.
Oh, you crashed? That's good. Well, then. Slyn told me that it is live. I believe that means live in real time. So I'd say we have about 45 seconds to go until we get to the actual live round. Enigma also timed out, so perfect for this to get a re-exec. Alright, some issues here with caster and players alike. Wow. Poor timing.
Yeah, I felt like I was going really good too. And then a whole lot of stuff hit the fan.
It's okay though. Mela's back in. Enigma is relaunched, so probably about 20 seconds until we're live for real, Blood. And you get a take 2, man.
If I make it back, I'm connecting.
Oh, that's, well, I guess I'll be taking it away then, because Enigma's in spec. Console says that the config has been re-execed. Enigma has joined red team. This is the play-by-play. I heard one team ready up, that little squishing sound in the background. Where is number 2? Bring it to me, boys. Yep, we are live for the first round of the lower bracket finals for Lost in Translation vs. Classic Mixup. Dummy's I'm gonna watch his rollout, see how quickly he gets to middle. So far, very, very good. Gonna get out of the house at about 43. At about the same speed as Platt, who went window, so that's nice rollout for Dummy there. Gonna take some initial damage. Fight's gonna shift over as the big bomb comes in from Seagull here. Alpha is dishing out heals on his ramp, excuse me. Train is taken over right now by TLR. He's just gonna try and shoot down. Enigma and Seagull combining for the big plays on the flank, taking down Tag, Dummy, Mela, and Alpha. I believe that was a triple for Enigma and a double for Seagull, so they took down 5 of the enemy team. Squid the only death, so huge round there. And are you back in yet, Bloodsire?
I'm back. I got to see that middle point. A nice showing from Mixup. You can see they're already climbing. They are getting right on top of things, literally, as they jumped off the top of Spire, and they are moving into the top of Lobby. And they have that huge Uber advantage. They're getting ready to push in here. Gotta go now. You know, don't dance around the issue. They get 2 picks, so the bomb issue, the last-ditch effort from Lost in Translation, not going to be successful. And we're going to see the Uber come in from lower, and actually it is popped, and here we go. Red guys are getting all over blue guys. We have a soldier clear the stickies, kind of off the point. Tyler's going to take down Alpha, so no blue medic. There go the frags. Seagull's going to take down Mela. Dummy gets a kill on a Seagull. Actually, we have some spawners doing a whole lot of work. That is Dummy and Tagron and Clockwork. Can they possibly defend this? They do. It's a full wipe from Mixup. It was a foregone conclusion, DJC. And the spawns and Lost in Translation hold on by the skin of their teeth.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. Nobody knew where the heck Dummy was. He was sitting above the point, above the rim on that little light, had a trap, one soldier sacrificed, like, hey, he's gonna dead his stickies, he's not gonna be in a position to re-stick. And then the other soldier walked on, ate 2 stickies, and then Hardly walked on, ate 2 stickies. Dummy pretty much saving the round with that play. As you see Squid, and they're gonna go down to Mike and Mela right now. Yeah, action going on the middle. The big flank is coming on. Seagull is dead though. Health is not great on Alpha, but they can still push in here. It's 3 down for Mixup. They're holding the train all clustered together. Looks like they wanted to get some aggression on Alpha here, but it's just not going to happen. Alpha on his ramp. Lost in Translation have the mid. The spawns are coming. I think Seagull's even going to get it as well. No, just a second too late. So 5 versus 6 in yard right now. Will Lost in Translation get aggressive here?
Yeah, and the Ubers are up for both teams. Now it's time for a pick to happen. We see a soldier. That's Tegron. He is roaming around in the house, so I expect him to get a buff. He is very, very good. at making medics pop and bombing in. Looks like he actually is running through house right now. Thought about going off patio, ran into a scout, so he's going to back it up a little bit. We do have Platinum in the meantime throwing those loose cannon cannonballs over at the choke, just trying to do some damage. Tag around at 218. Here he comes bombing in. He's high flying, sees a soldier, gets taken down by Tyler actually. Tyler very hurt, but that's going to be okay because Tagaron went down, so the man advantage is back in Mixup's favor. Are they going to push DJC? They have the men.
I think they have to here. It's a number advantage. It's a roamer, so the flank is weakened. They should probably get some heals over on the Squid and Enigma. You're going to see Seagull just going for the solo play, though. Did get about 60-70 damage on an Alpha, but not enough. I would expect the Lost in Translation push to come ASAP here. Alpha moving through house has Mike, Clockwork, and his soldier with him. They're going to get a kill on Enigma. Squid's caught on a bridge, really hurt, going to get taken down by Clockwork, and now Mike is moving on the combo. The 3 players from Mixup alive are in the worst possible position. They're taking a ton of damage. The flashes are coming. Mike is going to back this out. The bridge fight is happening. Harblue is going to make it out lobby thanks to Platinum's assistance and a nice little serve up the stairs, but there's a scout running in. Clockwork doesn't get the sticky well placed by Plat. Soldier drops down to the lobby. Melee hits it direct onto him, but Mixup have made it back to last. Harblue with the great escape there thanks to Platinum's aid. That should make this even, not an instant roll for Lost in Translation like it could have been.
A really impressive push from Lost in Translation, electing to go on diagonal there. He went by the forward spawn and completely took Mixup by surprise, overloaded on that scout, got the second frag on the second scout, and just pinched Mixup. Mixup had to back it out of there. And
Bloodsire, it's Clockwork time because he's on sniper in main, peeking right now. I know people want to see this. He's walking towards the point. Squid actually drops Mike right before Clock gets there. Wow. The Clock is going to try and peek top left right now, look for that combo. He's inching in. Medic gives him a Peeksy Poo. Not going to happen though. Now Clock is going to go down. I said Peeksy Poo, didn't I, huh? That's a weird word I said, but it's okay because Mixup are counter-attacking here pretty aggressively. Took down 3 in total. Alpha's dead as well, so no medic here. It's 4 for Mixup. Just Dummy and Mike at choke. Platinum is going to jump really aggressively, throw some donks and some stickies at Mike. Mike's going to have to back this up. No cap yet for Mixup though, and Clockwork's still on sniper on middle. And I believe we just lost Bloodsire. Oh yeah, I'm gonna solo cast the rest of the way until Blood's back. Alright, so we're going to take over at the mid here. You're going to hear a lot of keyboard clacking because I have to do it now. Slend is coming in to provide assistance, but I'll keep it going for a little bit here. Uber is full for Mixup right now. They just have no idea how to push into Clockwork here. Going to come out house, very slow and methodical here. Going to jump the train with the demo and soldier, pushing LIT out through choke. Dummy's kind of caught in, but not really going to take a ton of damage from it. Mixup have retaken the middle, but they didn't achieve anything else. Lost in Translation could easily contest here. Clock trying to go for the big headshot. Going to eat a ton of spam. The problem with the sniper is everyone's bunched at choke, and Plat is getting free damage on them all. Squid's going to go for the aggression right now. Onto the medic. Gets 3 shots off. Alpha pops, and Clockwork goes down. Mike will clean up Squid from behind, but that was a nice trade for Mixup, Slend.
Yeah, server's pretty laggy for me, but I'm able to catch the action. Alpha took that Uber back in. They're trying to fight over the middle point. Tag getting some good kills here as well. Looks like LAT have good numbers to try and finish. Enigma coming in from behind. Gets a frag onto Tag there, and he's on the medic, taking down Alpha. Well played by Enigma there. He's dancing all over the place and still hasn't gone down yet. Mike finally taking him down with the pistol, and that back cap goes down for Mixup DJC.
Let him hit like one sticky that just ever so slightly nudged the soldier off a point to get that capture. That's actually a huge play because Lost in Translation now have to push out. They all had bad health, so they had to go gather. If they want to retake this, they're going to be moving from a very bad position. You can see Mixup is moving through the resupply right now. I think Seagull wants to go for this. He's just going to spam. You see Dummy reacts in time. Scout does not, takes a ton of damage. Clockwork is caught in trash. Or on the Spire, actually, it goes down. Mike is the one stuck in trash right here. Seagull's fighting a 1v1 in the lobby. Mike comes in and helps out Tag there. Takes him down. Enigma's on the cap, though, going to get pressured by Dummy and the Bomber. Rocket's going to go off from melee. He's actually going to hit Enigma on the side of the point. Nice shot there from him. TLR's going to die trying to climb the Spire, and Harblue does stay alive. 25% advantage for him. Squid and Platinum are up here.
Yeah, it was really well played by LIT. It looked bad for them when Alpha was down and Harblue was staying up with the Uber advantage, but they came back in, took the Spire back, and here they are pushing mid, trying to get a force onto Harblue.
Yeah, Harblue is not going to pop quite yet, though. He finally does in a better position. Dummy is actually trying to jump away right now through the choke. Mixup not really sure who to chase. They did get Alpha. They're actually getting a tag. Harblue takes a ton of damage trying to cover underneath from Clockwork's aggression. Didn't get him in the end, though. Mela looks like he wants to go for this health pack and make a big jump. He's actually going to flank the soldier in house, gets the air shots, technically, on the wall there, takes him down, and then gets a double on a Squid, so huge plays from him. It's him and a scout at resupply. Enigma tried to go for the melee kill, but he got into the resupply in time. 4v5 right now. Heals aren't really there for the LIT team. Dummy's caught on bridge, fighting his life, for his life, excuse me. Gonna meet up with his support in lobby now. So Uber advantage still in Harblu's favor, up to 65% right now.
Yeah, LIT has some good plays, but it really came down to the medic play. Harblu with better Ubers taking down Alpha, and Alpha is having a hard time getting Uber. He needs to stay alive, needs to keep it up long enough just to make sure he gets this Uber in time. Now you see Harblu 50% Uber advantage over Alpha here as they begin to push the flank.
Enigma's trying to get aggressive up from the porch. Doesn't really find a whole lot to shoot at. TLR is walking across the bridge. They're ticking away at this Uber advantage right now. LIT have good position. Not going to get forced upon very easily. But TLR going for the big bomb is kind of emblematic of TLR's play. He's going to chase so aggressively to whatever he can find. Just could not find Dummy there. Clockwork is going to go down. So despite the Uber being up here, Harblu actually gets his Uber off. He's going for the Uber, start killing his Dummy. He got 2 saws. And then the pipe killed Dummy in the end. So Harblu actually getting 50% Uber after popping. So pretty nice from him. Alpha has not been forced yet either. There are 4 players up for LIT back on last. 1 scout rushes out to the battlements right now, so Mixup have to back this off. But wow, Harblu pulled off some amazing stuff right there, and it's going to keep his team in this despite the full Uber of LIT.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Mixup. They had some scouts on the last point to try and get the capture down, trying to keep LIT at last, but they didn't force that Uber from Alpha, and here they come now pushing mid. Uber is popped. You see Mela leading the way. Uber's going to be exchanged now, and Mixup with a slightly better Uber as the Spire goes down by tag.
Alpha.
But Alpha's going to get caught out in the valley. Yep, that squid's going to take him down, and is looking pretty bad for LIT.
Alpha didn't have the best positioning there. He was trying to climb up the ramp, so TLR just knocked him back down with 2 rockets and then got cleaned up. Harblu is about half health, regenerating at the moment. That's why Clockwork comes in and cleans him up. Nice play from Clock. He is still alive as well, trying to fight in house. Even trade pretty much so far. Mela and Mike still alive. The health not great on the 3 Mixup players who are up. Mike's at resupply, going to try and get a little plink damage out, but there's nothing really to shoot at for him. And I believe Mela has already backed it up to last, so LIT pressured back once more. And hard to believe this is still a 0-0 game right now.
It's crazy how much back and forth there is over this Spire. Part of the difficulties for LIT is pushing middle, keeping Alpha alive, and for Mixup, they lose Harblu on the way into lobby. So both medics going down. There's a pretty even game here, DJC, and I believe Bloodsire should be coming back soon.
That would be quite nice. People in the chat are saying they want to see blood. A couple people were sad about it.
I'm sad about it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you didn't really want to cast too much today, but you've been called to duty a few times. Thanks to some phone calls and a little shoddy internet. We are sitting up here, 20% advantage for Alpha right now. Harblu and Mixup are trying to peek really aggressively on that lower right, but they're all bunched up. I'm looking at Clockwork though. He's on Sniper on that top right. Not much there right now, but Mixup are going to rotate pretty soon, I would imagine. There's the scout. Will the medic even cross? Stickies are going Clockwork's way. He's waiting for anybody. He's ready, waiting for that buff as well. Devil's going to throw a loose cannon. The donks are coming in. Clockwork being deterred from taking a shot. Could not get any heads right there. Clock is going to sit on the sniper. So here comes the bomb in from Seagull. He's going to go down. Platinum trying to peek. Clockwork got one more shot. Could not hit anything. No, Mixup are down 1. LIT might want to push over this.
Yeah, you see Mela peeking the upper lobby, but there's so many stickies coming in from Platinum, doing a nice job of locking out the spam from the right side. That right side battlements hold from Mixup is preventing LIT from pushing off it, as Mela does not want to risk this. He's taking just a little bit too long, and Seagull is back up. So LIT are just going to sit here and hold last.
Yeah, they're just content to wait for the big sniper player for Mixup to push in and try and fight an Uber versus Uber battle. Platinum actually going to die here to the plus forward from Mike, and there goes Mela. He's pushing upper lobby. Squid's down as well. Harblu and TLR are trying to back this out right lobby. They have Enigma with them. I'm trying to find Seagull right now. He's going for the force in lobby. Not going to get it. There is some damage being done to Mike. He's caught out at resupply, but Mixup pretty much have to give this up. Here comes the big jump from the soldier. They're focusing down the scout here, he and Mike. They're getting aggressive onto Enigma, but couldn't get any kills. They're going to start the cap and going to get a lot of time on this, and Mixup really can't afford to contest here. It would just be throwing away an Uber.
And another wise decision from LIT to not push into middle on even Ubers, so good job by them.
Yeah, they made that mistake last time, and I see Bloodsire is back in the mumble at least.
Hey, I'm back.
So welcome back, Blood. I'm sure we'll get you hooked up with the STV soon enough.
I'm in.
Yeah, nice. Why don't you start telling us what's going on in Bloodsire?
Well, what's going on is you said Clockwork and Sniper, and my computer decided to end it all right there. and just blue screen. But we are at full Ubers for both teams. It looks like Mixup are in control of the middle point, just trying to get some position. We have a bomb coming in from the Seagull. He's going in deep. Looks like this is a distraction play as Squitter comes in then and takes down Clockwork, and Seagull is all the way back. He is in lobby. He's just going to be collecting health packs, being a nuisance to the Lost in Translation team. Here comes the red pop right now. They are reciprocate. The blue team does reciprocate the Uber. A donk goes off, so Mike goes down, and they're 2 down now. Both scouts are down for the blue team. Red are getting in deep, and Alpha is in trouble. He is throwing those syringe guns, but Enigma's going to take him down. Right now, Dummy's in trouble as he is being pinched between that Seagull, who remained behind the enemy team. And now it's only Tagaron and Clockwork, who is the spawner, left alive for the blue team.
Clockwork is fighting on the Spire right now, but is very low life, going to eat a rocket from TLR. Mike is going to come in and take down the other Mike, Platinum, and get another kill on a TLR, so nice from Mike there. And he's going for more, but Seagull, unfortunately, just drops 1 rocket. Harblue trying to rush last with his scouts right now. They realize the spawns come in there, they're going to have to back this up. Everyone for Mixup is up now and going to be on route. There's about a 25% advantage in place. So we'll see what happens. Harblue dies to some errant spam from Mela. That's what happened. That was very surprising to see, actually.
Yeah, Mela with a nice string of kills there. Platinum's going to take down Clockwork. So now there are 2 down for the team, but also there goes another. A Seagull goes down to Mike. And we do have red team still trying to filter into Yard. It's a blue demo on the point. A soldier back tag around with his back turn, just let the guy live. Never even knew he was there. Scouts are coming in. That's the Mixup scouts. Oh, and Squitter takes a nice air pipe. And then Dummy finishes off Enigma with a sticky. So a nice string of events from Dummy there. The point is being retaken by Lost in Translation, and they're going to have the Uber advantage by about 38%, which is more than enough to push out. So let's see them get the position to go here. Looks like they take it through house. There's a soldier in there. He gets cleaned up. Clockwork, so this is the time to go. If there was ever a time, it is now. The Uber is going to be, it's going to be popped. I almost thought he was going to drop that. But here we go. The round is still 0-0, and that is incredible. As we do see the mid is going to change hands once again, and so is the Uber advantage.
We see that Mixup going to pop right back in the middle with TLR and Squid. Squid's going to chase down Dummy underneath. Mela trying to rocket jump away through Choke, has Alpha there. Scout rushes out house. Mela pulls out the shotgun to go for it. Mike's going to come back for the cleanup. The back cap attempt, but this is not going to work. There's too much time on this. Platinum is going big, drops the sticky on top of the Spire and the loose cannons. No kills going to come from that, but Mike and Tag are cleaned up in the meantime. Mela's going to take down the enemy pocket TLR. Harblue still has his heals up on his boys, and they have a slim number advantage right now. There's a 1 player in the middle that is Clockwork fighting underneath, going to get taken down. So 15 minutes into this round, still 0-0. Mixup behind on Uber, but it looks like they're in position to take a very easy Spire hold. I want to see what's going to go on with Alpha. He's on the bats right now. Meets up with his soldier. Dummy's going to get taken out. This is going to be a very bad Uber because there's nothing here to shoot, and Dummy's not there to get the long-range spam going. Mela's going to do what he can to chase. Alpha's committed pretty far to this on the bridge right now. He's actually stuck on that low ground. Climbs back up finally. No risk going to come from that. Bomb's going to come in here from Tag. He's going to eat a loose cannon and go down. Mike and Clockwork trying their best to pressure. Clock is going to eat some loose cannons as well. Uber's going to be popped off. Clockwork is dead. The chase is on. Alpha's too close to that lobby door. Platinum is in. He's throwing stickies everywhere. Squid's going to walk in and save Platinum's life with a meat shot in the back to Mela. Takes down Mike as well. It's 2 alive. Dummy and Alpha on last. Dummy cannot do the Culkin hold this time. He's just going to have to sticky the point off. Goes for the scout. The demo deads his sticks. Maybe the worst mistake he could have made there because everyone's just going to rush to the point right now. But actually they're doing a great job of holding this. Platinum has point completely stuck off, but they delayed that for so long. Mixup finally do take it at the 15-minute, 55-second mark. It becomes 1-0 Bloodsire.
Yeah, an excellent start to this match. A match of the Titans it looks like it's going to be. And finally, Mixup take the round, Lost in Translation with a valiant effort there at the end. Not able to get it to a defense the second time. But here we go, mid number 2, as the demo men are arriving to middle point, and so are the rest of the team. Looks like we have Mixup electing to go the valley route, and we have Harblue actually, he is sneaking through the enemy closet, and they're actually reversing the fight. Mixup are all over the blue team's box right now, the train box, but we have a lot of cap time going for Lost in Translation. Squitter finally takes down Mela. Dummy is also dead, so no demo man for either team, as Platinum also went down, but now they are 4 down for the blue team, and we have actually Enigma going hard on the scout combo. Actually, Enigma's going to leave the scout and actually try to force the get onto that medic. Mike doing a good job of dissuading him, and it looks like both medics are going to stay alive.
It was really nice from Enigma, that movement on the Great Bridge there to stay alive. At mid, Dummy just had no support, man. Enigma rushed him straight into choke and took him down. Right now, Dummy's getting pressured pretty well in the lobby as well. Will TLR die here down to 10 HP? Mike's going to kill him. Alpha has his Uber, Hardblue has his. Mixup gonna regroup in the yard. They have 5 players alive. Will LIT just push this? Oh, look at Clockwork. Go to Clockwork Cam right now. He's in house behind, fighting both scouts. Eats 2 thick meat shots from Squid, though, and goes down. Clock was almost gonna make the glory play. Did not happen. Dummy's also on 19 health, backing up upper lobby. LIT are forced back to their last tier, and I don't think Mixup are going to give them even a second to rest. In main right now is Platinum. They want to push, but they're not really committing to the lower. They're going to try and rotate up top. Platinum and Seagull here with the combo. Seagull's going to drop it direct on the mic, and a second will get the kill, so that's a number advantage pushing in here. Clockwork's going to go through main right now, trying to fight, gets the force off, but they're going to lose Clockwork very quickly here. He dies to Squid's scattergun, and now it's 4v6. The Uber's going to be popped off from LIT. They just don't really have numbers right now. Melee's going to shotgun down Hardblue, but the point pressure is just a little bit too much, and that is a 2-0 in favor of Classic Mixup.
Yeah, I think Lost in Translation had their scouts get caught out there a little too often. Clockwork went for the play on middle when his team was holding second, died there. When he spawned, then Mike died, and then Clockwork went right back in and then died himself, and it's really hard to defend when you're down 2 players. So here we go, middle number 3, 2-0 in favor of Mixup. Mixup are all over the point. This time the blue team goes through the enemy house there. I don't want to call it what I want to call it, but anyway, a whole lot of frags are happening. Mixup are down 1. Meantime, Lost in Translation lose 3 in the process, and Mixup are all over the point. And now it's just Mike and Alpha left alive, and they need to escape. Enigma's gonna take down Alpha. It's just that scout left alive. He's doing his darndest to try to get a frag. It's not gonna go. Full wipe there for Lost in Translation, and only Tyler died from Mixup.
The problem when you go on that closet on middle with your medic, if you lose that fight, your medic cannot get out. He has to back off a point, or he has to go back through the closet. He has to rotate out through a very precarious place, and you saw Alpha just got caught in there. Nothing they could really do about it, and right now 100% Uber, 0% Uber. I don't know, it's looking pretty grim for this round for LIT. We saw 15 minutes for 1 round. Might see 2 more pop out in about 4. Mixup gearing up with their heals right now, ready to push. Everyone's getting buffed upper lobby. I'm going to put it on TLR cam. I want to see what happens with the Zuber. We're going to see if it's classic TLR. Shoot everything for 500 damage. 1 rocket onto the enemy pocket. Make it 2. Melee's going to die to the sticky clamp for Platinum. TLR moving over to the point. Drops a rocket on the scout as well. Combo is still in great position for Mixup here. They're rotating back to the high ground. Get Platinum pressuring on the point. Here comes TLR dropping onto it. Dummy's throwing everything he's got of his. Harblue's got the needles on Seagull, and TLR doing a ton of work. Harblue's going to kill Tag with his face. It's just Dummy on 1 HP, and it's not going to happen. No clutch glory plays for Tim, the golden boy of gaming. Olsen today. 3-0 right now, and a 4th round is about to come in, Bloodsire.
Yeah, nice effort from Dummy once again on last point, not able to get it. And one thing I've noticed from Lost in Translation while defending that last, it's just a cookie cutter. Nobody's switching to Pyro or Heavy or NG. They're just going with their 2 scouts still, and maybe they need to rethink that as they are down now 3-0. We are in the 4th middle fight, and we have a scout on the point. We have Mixup now going through the closet. Seagull gets the first kill onto a Dummy, and Tyler also takes down Mike. Clockwork's gonna get 1 onto Tyler though, so we have the combo for the blue team getting shot high into the sky, and 5 HP. Alpha gets shot down like a bird. Mixup, it's all them right now as they have wiped Lost in Translation once again. They did lose their medic though, so they're not going to be able to steamroll it as quick as the other rounds. Things are not looking good for Lost in Translation.
Yeah, they have 2 up right now. Mixup have 4. They just got their spawns. Hardblue's going to stay Uber. I would not have been surprised to see him go crit streak there. You see Seagull dying, trying to make a play up aggressive here. Mixup going to stack this 5 times and start trying. Here comes the Soldier Bomb to deny it, though. Nicely timed. They're actually going to get a kill into Enigma on Great Bridge right now. Maybe a little more at Choke. You see that Soldier is still on hot pursuit. But Dummy's here. The reinforcements have arrived for Lost in Translation. He's just going to spam them back, and with Enigma down and Seagull just now spawning, they should be able to get in here, but I'm going to watch Seagull. He's done some really creative things. He's going to assist on that kill on the Clockwork, who is plus 40 in the house. Nothing going to happen from Seagull with his 60 health right now. Platinum's actually going to go down to the rush from Mike, but trading 2 scouts for the demo here might not be the best for Lost in Translation. Mixup have their Uber. Seagull is in mid, unsupported. Here comes Mixup a little bit late to the party. Harblue's going to surf it over to the bridge. They're plus 40ing a scout. Alpha's going to die to Enigma. Melee's at respawn. Will he crater? No. Stays alive on 11. Dummy is down as well. It's just Tag in middle, eating some fresh rockets, but also dropped a big one onto Squid's face that took him down. And I'm looking at Melee right now because he's probing into that house. He's hiding right now, Bloodsire, and he wants to make something happen.
Let's see if we can get it done. I am very perplexed why Alpha did not pop Uber to save the middle point. Mela, unfortunate in his roaming endeavors, but Alpha had the Uber and they had the cap, so they would have had spawn advantage. All they need to do was defend, buy their time for their spawners, but Alpha did not pop. Instead, he ended up dying. And now we see Mixup again on the offensive. They are capping the Spire with _4. You see Harblue is already climbing. He is at 80%. Alpha, like we said, died. So we have a big disadvantage by the tune of 60%. So they need to find a way to kite this, and again, they are just on their cookie cutter defense here, as Dummy does take down Platinum. That's going to stall things, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, it's a nice kill. It's going to delay the mix-up push. They didn't really want to go without their demo here. They're just going to hold the battlement and see what happens. That's going to give Alpha plenty of time to get his Uber up. Yeah, and we do see that Alpha is slowly approaching that Uber percentage where it would be not smart for a Mixup to try to push. I guess you could do it a little bit better on Badlands because it's so small, the last point, but you certainly want to have more than an 18% advantage when you push in without a pick. We can see actually we have a huge bomb from a Seagull. He's thinking, hey, the point's half capped. I'm going to go in and try to sneak it real quick. The Ubers now are popped for both teams. Blue Uber looks like it's a little bit better, and the frags, the bodies are in favor of the blue team. Clockwork gets a kill onto Tyler, so no soldiers, and we do actually have Clockwork was on Hardblue, and he killed him. Squitter came in to take a revenge kill onto Clockwork, but Mike shows up with Mela to take down a whole bunch of Mixup guys. Now it's only Enigma, but we have Enigma actually, he's sneaking onto the last point, trying to go for a flank. Whole lot of chaos coming in from Mixup. Not able to go in the end, and we have Lost in Translate pushing out onto the second point. Mixup, though, probably not going to want to give this up. Let's Seagull, he's making the big jump in, going to hit a nice rocket on a dummy. They want to contest this. Seagull whiffs his jump just a little bit. He's going to jump right back up top, hits dummy again, takes him down, stays alive, hits a direct on a mic that lets Squid clean it up. Clockwork also down to 24 in lobby. Alpha's trying to get heals out in trash here. But really, there's not a lot that's going to happen. Mela's going to get a kill on TLR, but he is not going to stay alive for very long. Enigma back at last gets Clockwork down. I forgot who I'm So Lit was for a second. And Alpha's going to drop the needles, get the big kill on Enigma. Has his Uber up as well. Harblue needling into last. Lucky Mela didn't just turn and fire 2 rockets at him. He would have died there. Squid is going to die. And Harblue now swings it back to a 50% Uber advantage, but LIT are going to try really hard to take this Spire back. You can see Seagull's in a good position up top to spam them away, anything that tries to get forward here. So Mixup was reset pretty well after that, except for the fact that Seagull just died. They're still in great position.
Lost in Translation want to go. They got to get on that medic now, otherwise they need to give it up because he's about to have his Uber charge, and you do not want to get caught dying in yard when the other team is in control of the Spire. Looks like they're thinking about it. Here comes the bomb from Mela, trying to get onto a soldier. Puts Tyler down to 8 HP, but Tyler's got a medic right next to him. And now the Lost in Translation members realize they have to get back because the Uber is coming in from the red team. And it's popped early, but it's on a scout, and scouts are fast, and they can catch up pretty quickly to the blue team. Looks like they're doing a good job, though. Tagging around with a huge bomb, taking out the medic and the demo before getting cleaned up by Enigma. So down goes the red medic and demo. Mela's going to take out a Seagull. Tyler's coming in big, and he's got a shotty onto Alpha. Alpha's the needles out. 68 HP on Tyler. Dummy coming in to save Alpha, but not able to do it in the end.
Squid is in last, fighting from the low ground, or that's Enigma rather. Takes down 1 before getting cleaned up by Clockwork. So Harblue, 20%. He's going to get this up to about a 25 advantage. Mixup still in good position. They have Squid on Spy in lower left. I don't know what he was going for, but it didn't work because Clockwork cleaned him up pretty easily. Mixup just holding back, building this as best they can right now.
And time ought to be running out soon, right? 1.5.
Let me take a look here. I was yawning. I see about 4 minutes left. So still plenty of time, honestly. Enigma's going to go down to the stickies here. Platinum's still dropping the loose cannons, going for those double donks on the Spire. Going to spot out Mela and throw some more stickies to him while TLR is lightly contesting this. Uber's going to be popped off in trash. Squid is dead, but Tag and Mela down. No soldiers. It's 3 dead right now for LIT. Look at Seagull getting aggressive into the lower right of last. He's climbing up top. He spots out the combo, getting that passive spam, that good spam. Going to lock the right door off as well. And I think they're trying to pressure, but here comes the heavy. The sticky is going to take down TLR. And now Clockwork trying to rush Seagull. Spots him, has to run away after the direct hits him. Seagull's in last. He's committed to this. Oh my god. They popped Uber too! What a huge play from Seagull. That turned out to be Alpha dropped on it and popped instantly, not expecting there to be stickies. I don't know if Mixup knows, though. Would they have even seen that?
Possibly from a death cam from a Seagull. But that's a really good point. We're going to have to watch out and look at Mixup's movements here to see if they caught that pop from Alpha. Certainly they don't want to push because they believe if they didn't see that Alpha has got the advantage, and from the looks of it, they don't know, because they're chilling in upper lobby to build their Uber of their own. But they're going to be surprised when they push in and they don't see their Uber reciprocated. Melee's going to take down Squitter. We do see a soldier on the point. Whole lot of action from Mixup coming in. Very aggressive on the point. 4 nothing. What looked like
robot.
Oh.
The robot returns as we might get the closing round of this. 2.5 minutes to go. That Uber just cost them badly. I don't know that it was the wrong play for Alpha to pop there, but man, I bet he wishes he had it back. Gonna see Mixup going through the valley here, as well as Lost in Translation. I'm gonna watch what Platinum does defending his train. He's actually backed out into choke already, expecting the big bombs, threw some loose cannons in anticipation, but the roamer jumped into the house. Mike's gonna be the first death. Tag is distracting. Seagull's down as well. Tag actually taking train, will drop a rocket into Platinum, kills him. Enigma and Squid do get some cleanup though out of the medic and the roamer. 3v4 right now, but it's gonna be a lot less right now as Dummy takes down Enigma, Melee takes down Squid, just Hardblue. Can anyone chase? I'm looking for Mike right now. He's at respawn. Dummy and Melee are jumping. Hardblue's long gone out main. This should be a Spire take from Lost in Translation. They're way behind on Uber here, bud.
Yeah, Hardblue's actually deciding to defend the Spire with Syringe Gun. But he's going to be joined by a soldier who's much better at defending things because he's got rockets. But the Spire, like you predicted, the Prophet himself predicting the Spire will go, and it does go for Lost in Translation. And now we see, since Hardblue stayed alive, he does have his Uber up, so out comes Mixup. They are popped and on Gray Bridge and just trying to force Lost in Translation out. Good job from Lost in Translation backing out, not losing any bodies. But actually, we do have Mike in deep trying to go for a play. Here come the rollers. Can any of them hit Hardblue? No, Hardblue does a good job of dodging them. So with the man advantage, well, actually, the Uber's in favor of Lost in Translation here. So it'll be interesting to see if Mixup decide to push off that man advantage or just back up and weather the storm.
I think they'll just back up and wait for the rains to come. Lost in Translation, not really getting too aggressive here. Clockwork is actually going to die in lobby to Seagull. In house rather to Seagull. Took 2 rockets. Dummy's gonna go down to the loose cannon as well, and the Uber comes out very late for Lost in Translation here. They're gonna do pretty much nothing with this. They do get Enigma with their 2 soldiers. TLR wants to chase a bit, doesn't have his Uber quite yet. Hardblue's at 75. I hear some needles going off as Hardblue doesn't have anyone to heal. He's trying to find anybody. Mike eats a rocket on Spire but backs away from the jumping TLR. He's going to try and find out this demo, but TLR drops a rocket onto his head. He is down. Squid is dead as well to Melee. Melee's bombing onto Platinum here. Platinum tried to sticky jump away. TLR comes in for the shotgun cleanup from the rear.
Got a flanking house.
This will be a very interesting play. This is a huge commitment from Tag and Alpha here. I don't really understand it, and if Mixup sees this, they're going to die so quickly. They just spotted out the 1 scout, and now they're stuck in house. They really need to retreat right now, but that doesn't look to be what Alpha wants to do. Oh, it's the half. That would be why we were getting so excited for this weird play. But it never came, man. And it's 4-0. Halftime has hit. Mixup looking rather the dominant team at the moment, bud.
Yeah, my prediction way off. Unless we have a huge comeback from Lost in Translation. I don't see them taking 5 though in the next half. Could happen. Not gonna put it out of the question, but I don't know. It seems like a very hard thing to do.
I believe my actual prediction was 5-3 Mixup, so they'd have to throw a few rounds here to make that happen. My wishful prediction was the quick 5-0. They didn't make that happen either because of that first round that took 16 minutes. But we're here, 12 players, about to go live for the second half. The winner of this will move on to the grand finals of this Team Fortress TV ZOWIE Invitational, with prizes on the line, including 6 ZOWIE FK mice and 6 ZOWIE GTF rough mouse pads provided to us graciously by ZOWIE, the incredible sponsor for our event today. Make sure you guys go check them out on Twitter, on Facebook, on their website. Leave them some comments. Let them know what you think of the tournament. Let them know if you like what me and Blood have been doing. If you want to see some more of it, maybe ZOWIE will be kind enough to help us out and sponsor a few more tournaments. And thank you to Tragic Servers for providing the service today. I don't have the code handy, Blood, for the deal they have, but can you give that?
Sure, yeah. They're running a promotion in accordance with this event. You'll get 10% off VPS servers. You just got to use the code 10VPS.
All right, well,
you just use TFTV 15.
You roboted out pretty hard, but I think it got through anyway. You can look at the bottom of the info on the Twitch page to see that stuff anyway, I do believe. And also thank you to Dash. He's been cameramanning for 4 hours today, 4 hours and about 16 minutes. It's a stressful job. Thanks to him for being here. We're just waiting for this to go live. We're waiting for the second half of the lower bracket finals here. And after this, we get to go to the big finale, the best of 3. I'm seeing right now that Alpha has timed out, so probably restarting his game, restarting his internet. Whew. Been a long day, Blood.
Yes. Yes, it has. My throat is on the fritz. It hurts, but I will soldier through.
Yeah. After this match, we'll probably take a few minute break just to clear our throats out, get ourselves in a better position to cast the final. But don't worry, guys, we're bringing you this, and we're bringing you the grand finals tonight. There's still a lot of time to go. You're going to catch all the action. Don't worry about it. And then afterwards, if you guys missed any action today, if you want to see the matches we didn't and could not cast, the STV demos will be posted, I would assume, rather quickly by Lang, who's been helping us out behind the scenes. Thanks also to Mr. Slin helping out behind the scenes. Thanks to Enigma for organizing this. I'm just going to give the shout-outs while I have time to. Anyone that I'm missing, I don't think there is specifically. But yeah, if you have any shoutouts to give, go for it, Blood.
I would like to once again shout out ZOWIE. Really cool to see such a big organization making great products and helping out our game by throwing us some gear for this tournament. Adds a nice little bonus to a thing like this where you can win for some cool prizes. And certainly they make quite good things that will be our prizes. So shout out to them.
Slyn reminding me. Thanks to the chat mods and thanks to Twitch John for helping us out with the front page today. Making sure this was promoted as best as it could be. Blood, my voice is a little bit dead. I would like it if you could take away this middle, pal.
You got it. You've been talking a lot, so I will bear this burden for you. We're taking a look at the demo man. We see a very quick demo rollout from Dummy. He gets there. He's going the safe road. He's at window. Big scouts play from Clockwork, trying to get onto a Seagull. A Seagull not hearing it, puts a nice double rocket into his body. Finally, a Seagull gets taken out by Tagaron, which is all red on the middle point right now. Enigma taking down Mela. And once again, we see Alpha and his demo man lost in that corner. Now they're backing it out. They meet a scout. Squitter going big. Gets Alpha to die. Tyler takes down Mike, and apparently Dummy with 4 HP is gonna pipe Squid, but not enough to escape the jumping Tyler, who kills him at the end.
Alright, and we're gonna take a look at Clockwork, the last man standing. Gonna destroy Enigma. I don't know if that got caught on camera, but it was real pretty. Now he's fighting the Soldier on Spire, gonna live on 1 HP on the low ground, pulls out the shot, takes TLR down! Clockwork, people in chat were criticizing him a little bit for not being so good in the first half, but here comes the animal within. Clockwork, 4 shots, 2 kills pretty much right there. That's very, very nice.
He took a breather after that. Did you see that? He just stopped. He just
AFK, just chill.
Yeah, he hung out in the top lobby, probably took a sip or whatever he's drinking. Now we can see Lost in Translation moving on to the middle point, gonna try to cap it. The Uber is up for a mix-up. It's a crit actually, and it is a successful one. It takes down Mike, and it takes down Clockwork. No scouts for the red team. Seagull's gonna take down Alpha. Down goes Dummy, down goes Mela. Mela gets hard blue, so a nice exit frag from him, taking with him the red medic, excuse me. Hard blue, the only casualty though, as it is a wipe on Lost in Translation. Red are all over Spire.
Nice coordination on that crit screen. Seagull was in right as they popped it, on top of the medic. The demo crits got the big kill. That's the game. Kind of casually, it just ends. But nice play by Seagull there. Nice play from Mixup. That is GG. And now we go to the grand finals. It's kind of what you guys expected. Going to be Team IT versus Classic Mixup. And the first map is going to be Coal Plant.
And that would be, like we said before, it is a best of 3 of the finals, and the winner of the upper bracket, which was it, they get to pick the first and third map. Obviously, they've picked Coal Plant as their first map. We should note that the first time these 2 teams met this season, in Season 15, it was on Coal Plant, and it won pretty handily. They won by a score of 4-1. So a little bit of a do-over now. I guess it feels good on that map. Feels good against their chances against Mixup on that map. Mixup have a chance to redeem themselves on Coal Plant and say, hey guys, this isn't a free win versus us on this map. We're going to come in. They are coming off of a strong 5-0. So I expect quite a good grand finals.
Yeah, when I watched that, when I watched that Coal Plant match, Zalox beasted it, man. Very, very good at that map. I'm gonna be excited to watch him play. I don't know. If IT loses, I think we only have the 1 best of 3. Slyn can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just 1 best of 3 for the sake of time. Because playing 2 best of 3s, playing 2 best of 3s would push it pretty late. Unfortunately, these teams are not available for 18 hours a day. Otherwise, we could rock with the dual BO3 elimination.